It's always good to start with being present. It helps to notice your breathing. So as you inhale, pause, exhale, you'll notice you're not thinking or thinking very little. So you're mostly present. And that is true intelligence. The aliveness under thought. That's you. That's me. And there is a sense of alive peace there as well, within you. Jesus called it the peace that passeth all understanding. So the mind is understanding. Underneath is the peace with the spirit. If he was here today, he would not call it spirit, but probably consciousness or presence. And if you don't discover this in yourself, then no matter what you accomplish on the outer level, it will not feel truly fulfilling. So in a sense, when you discover the kingdom of heaven within you, or the kingdom of God, so the aliveness in you is the light shining from the source. So how do you know God? Um, well, how do you know the sun? Can you go to the sun and touch it to know it? No. You know the sun through its light. You feel the warmth, experience the light it gives, the darkness. So then, when you experience pure consciousness within yourself, that you are, that light is shining from God. And this is true for everyone. And then all you gotta do is just feel what that feels like, to know what God is like. Just formless awareness prior to form, prior to the universe, that which creates the universe. And this is the main point. Of life for every human, to discover this within yourself. And all the great teachers, all the great religions, with different words or different people, whether it's Jesus or Buddha or Guru Nanak in Sikhism, or Lao Tzu from China, they're all pointing to the same one God, one source behind the universe, consciousness, where your consciousness comes from, the light shining from the source. Without consciousness, there's no universe. If there's no consciousness, how do you know the universe exists? So, one is primary, the other is secondary. So when you discover the primary in yourself, you're at peace. You feel a sense of, well, I can't get any better than this. A light peace. And then that helps create a better world around you. You know, most people don't know life is inside out. It's not their fault because we're taught life is outside in. Like, go be someone in the world and then you'll be happy. It doesn't really work out. There's a lot of rich people committing suicide, or even respected people. Uh, it's only because they didn't discover the primary within themselves. They were just completely caught in the secondary, which you can say is the ego. Um, a false sense of self. But if you believe it to be you, all that mental activity telling you everything is wrong, you're not enough, you're not loved, then it's kind of easy to hurt yourself or hurt others. So learn about presence. You can call it whatever, um, but you know, it's a modern word for the divine in you. You we came from the source. We're here for a little bit to experience human life, only to go back to the source. And who knows how many times we have come back as humans or whatever form. Ultimately, the waves are the ocean. So, you know, all form comes out of the formless, universal intelligence, consciousness, and then eventually goes back into it. That is why it said, all is well. So, from a higher perspective, all is well. But if you're just caught up in the world and in your mind, then everything feels serious. So, one of the things Eckhart Tolle said is, it's not as serious as your mind is telling you. It's true. So right now I'm using the mind as a great tool, but I'm the aliveness underneath. How do you know it? It's just a feeling, realization. It's the thing in you looking through these human eyes, listening through these human ears, feeling with this human body. So one of the things Eckhart said was, you cannot define who you are, but you can be yourself. This is how you know your divine essence. It's just self-awareness of attention, and then you put the words down. And thought down. Wow. So, like, how did I know to say all this stuff? I didn't. I was just present. And then I was comfortable not knowing. I was at peace. And then the consciousness in me started using the mind to talk, to convey a spiritual message. And if you want a better world, then you need majority of the human beings to enlighten themselves. As I said before, life is inside out. So if human beings are corrupted with the ego and all the hate and anger and I'm better or I am less, greed, then I mean, just turn on the news, look what type of world it creates. A very chaotic world. So this is why it's important people learn true religion or spirituality or being present or mindfulness, but it's the wrong word. Mindful means you're thinking more, but what the word means is you step out of thinking. So it's a wrong word to use. Presence would be a better modern word. Um, be present. Access the presence that you are beyond the mind, the light shining from the source. And that brings about a better world. If majority of the human beings can do it, learn it, practice it. And therefore, as it is said, a new heaven, creating a new earth, right? So, so it's like you can't go out there and make a better world without bettering yourself on the inside. And then you kind of like naturally know what to do on the outer level, because then presence is the divine helper. It starts guiding you with your words and actions, and it creates a better world. You start helping people around you, and someday you don't need to say anything. You're just present. You're just not judging them, and in them, their own presence starts waking up, and they start making better decisions. Yeah. So when you do learn enlightenment and being present, you will naturally become a presence helper. Okay, this is my vacation week. I didn't go anywhere, but I feel like if you're just away from work, you're on vacation. um, yeah, let's see what else happens in life through being present.